Because foreign. I'm in a foreign. You will never get anything of substance out of this man. I mean, I need to be like I'm so appreciative every day that I have like-minded individuals in this goddamn family because I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, other than what I'm doing now and expressing how I feel, but it's just like I finally decided because what really, what do you gain from being a piece of shit? What do you gain from demeaning and manipulating somebody? For what? Why? What did they do to you? I mean, I got around to this damn foreign video because of this video that I was just watching a bunch of barbers just doing different cuts. Like not a bunch of barbers, just these Louisiana barbers. And I just remember this one where it was like trolling my stud client and it just it brought me back to all of those videos. And I'll be always for the joke is for the giggle. The comment section showed it wasn't for the shit and for the giggle. Cause I went and I was like, I'm glad that, she played with it and, they're just being silly and they're just being foolish. But it's just like everybody, more majority of people that comes to like, damn, these comments, like I was smiling at first and it was funny and it was like, little hee hee moment until I read the comments. I said, no, dead. I said, like, this is the way my smile faded. I said, right. Because what weird shit is everybody was talking about not you have her ass giggling, not you have the da 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 da. I mean, there was so many. You got her to giggle, now have that ass giggle. And it's like, you can make this shit up. Like you gotta laugh because it's gnarly. I was just like, these people are bold. You have to laugh to keep from crying, really. Yeah, you have to just be like, Lord have mercy. Niggas in this company, niggas, for real niggas is just gonna be niggas. Because what the fuck? Foreign is not letting go of this chair. I mean, this thing has patchwork, like the skin off of this chair is peeling on the arm, but he's not gonna let it go, and I don't blame him. That looks like an expensive chair too. Oh, it's the one where oh yeah, it's supposed to be back. Oh, he didn't agree with that chair. No, like like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll give this man that and nothing more that he is very observant. He just has a keen eye and a keen sense of, the shit around him. But what I find interesting and quite disappointing is how observant and seemingly perceptive somebody like him can be and yet still lack the capacity to care, understand, respect, hell, appreciate. You're gonna appropriate this shit. You're gonna make the comedy out of the shit, but you can't even respect it. You can't even appreciate it. Like these different pockets of life, these different walks of life, and yet you still don't respect that walk of life. That is just it's deplorable. It's just it's absolutely deplorable. Truly, truly foolish Poulet movement. That does not make any sense to me. Even he was showing that one where everybody knows that one Vietnamese male nail tech in the da 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 da. And I'm like, what's getting me is he's doing the whole made up Asian language thing, and they're allowing it, they're laughing. And it's like, this, at what point is it humorous and it's just humiliation? Like, there's a thin line between humor and humiliation. I mean, how they start the fucking thing, so of course people get confused. But those are two different words, two different meanings. Because this man takes it every time, takes it out every time. It's always put somebody at the butt of the joke to make it a joke. Why can't you just be funny because you're funny? Like you and everybody, I mean, and it always comes back to black women. Like they must bully the black woman. They must bully the black women. For what? Why? Why are we such a big target? Mind you, minding business, not even saying anything to a fucker, and the fucker will still fuck with you because they're a fucker. So it makes sense, huh? I guess. No, no. It's just so crazy. Like they can shit on it. If they're disrespected, they very well condemn the shit. They might as well be. They are in a way, or they just are. Period. Because if I was saying throughout this video, I said if you were to if you were to chat about it, you do a post skit chat, okay, where you do follow up like in the post interview, follow up questions about that skit. The true colors would be flowing out of his ass. I mean, the true colors. It will be a messy bottom. He will have a messy bottom. His true color. Oh, he'll be showing his ass. His true colors will be vivid, and he will absolutely show you where he stands, what he believes in, what he doesn't, and how he just doesn't believe in your existence. How many straight men don't validate the existence of women in general. So talk less of a woman who expresses herself, who moves in that way, who this is who she is. So, in other words, a woman who is queer, a woman in general, that respect or lack thereof, that respect is fleeting. It doesn't exist, or it doesn't exist. And when the respect is there, it's transactional. It's to receive something. It's to gain something. It's never oh, like the respect is so conditional. In other words, what can you do for me? Then I'll respect you. Then I'll buy you flowers and do the paying of the bills and like and I digress on that because that's a different thing, but it still speaks to how these men move, how some of these men move, how they don't respect, they don't validate the existence of a woman, period. So in the world of being a queer woman, they just think you're cosplaying. They think you're playing in your daddy's closet. That's them. They make the jokes all the time. Why play with that toy when you can get the real thing? You just haven't found the right one yet. Let me do this to you. It's like the entitlement, the unadulterated, what's it called? Unsolicited interjection of their being there to fix them, to make them right because of a fantasy, a fetish. It's just dehumanizing at the end of the day, like he's been saying. And so I had to get on him just because he keeps eating. He keeps eating everything I'm thinking about. He keeps saying because I'm like when I said I'll give the nigga that and nothing more, that he is observant. He's just very observant. He's observant and ignorant at the same time. Like he's allowing those two things to coexist. That's about it. Like you don't want to be at all. You don't want to be at all. What's it called? Insightful. You don't want to be at all progressive and intellectual. Like no, you'd rather make fun, make your money, go home, right? Right. Okay. No. He's just eating, but I had to stop because it's just like even when you have the benefit of the doubt, even when you hope for some substance, you will never get it. And I didn't even know why. And my the thing is, I always hope, but my hope is low when a conversation is being had between somebody like Druski and fucking Charlemagne. Donkey Charlemagne. Like, okay, yeah. What can you expect?
Watching Drew get how you gonna love the stud. Have enough appreciation for the stud, shut up, and never have. What made you start showing stuff?
And that's how you know we're talking to we're having a conversation with two foolish moo moo ass people. Why why even accept a statement from Charlemagne like that? Like it was a joke from the beginning when he formed the lips. When he allowed that to leave it, like one thing I like about you is that your appreciation for it, standing for this. Are you watching the videos? But we're talking about a weird, misogynistic, backwards ass black man, and it does matter that he's a black man. It does matter because this shit is all it's a messy bottom pool of all them moving and behaving and thinking like that. I mean, like he said, it is a performance. No. It's a performance ritual, a humiliation ritual. It's a bonding, um, a bonding event, a nice get to know your nigga event when the talk of women come into play, like bullying, condemning, demeaning, manipulating, like that being a topic of conversation, like a nice nigga circle, like everybody's just going around just kumbayaing about how much they hate women. That's a bonding ritual, like he was saying in some videos ago. So what can I expect? That like nothing more than true. What does he know? So of course he sees his of course he sees his shit skits as support. As oh I stand in solidarity for studs. Oh I love me some studs. I appreciate studs. And then boil my head. Boil their heads.
Well, people don't understand that studs have an appeal of touch. Truthfully, like you can share clothes with them, you can vibe with.
And ruin his mouth because he already knows that he's about to run his mouth because you would think that you were talking to an elementary school boy. You can share clothes with them, like, you know, they are like one of the guys, that. Like, it's so surface level bullshit. What is he even talking about?
They can be, I feel like I can't express my feelings to her because she don't think I'm weak. Studs, they understand it. They got periods, bro.
And that's what made me pause. That was literally the part that I paused on too, and he paused the video and said, like, you can ex you can express yourself to wait. And let me see the verbiage. Let me what did he say? Did he say regular woman?
I feel like I can't.
And herein lies the problem. When you're hanging out with a girl, you feel like, oh, like I can't really express myself, that. But when you're with a girl, when you're with a stud who's a girl, you're like, oh yeah, no, I can express myself. I mean, they got periods too. Do you feel as though you're speaking to an entity? Like, have you never seen them walk on the street? And it's like, obviously, without him giving the words to it, he clearly means he's oh, studs, they're just basically they're like, one of the bros, and like you feel like you can really just let loose and this, that, and whatever over with like a woman who you're attracted to, a woman who is more feminine, your ideal attracted, your ideal attraction. You're like, oh, I can't share my. First of all, just so many problems in that statement. I mean, it's just, I don't even know what to do.
Her, she don't think I'm weak. Studs, they understand. They got
And they're doing, just a bunch of stupid people having a conversation.
During the therapist, in fact, this piece of media that you watch, Druski is only talking about the way in which a stud can benefit his life.
now it gives me space to express my emotional feelings. It's not necessarily about I get to understand a very underrepresented viewpoint and perspective of life. It's like, nah, they got periods, so they're more emotional, so I can, talk about my emotions with them. What's more interesting is the fact that she don't necessarily say that he could do that to non-mass presenting women.
That's what I was saying. Without him communicating that, that's basically what he's trying to say. He's like, oh, I can't do that with non-mass presented people. Like, I feel as though I can relate to somebody who I share common interest and what's it called? Thinking and thought processes and whatever the fuck. Okay, we have similar mindsets and shit. Is because he can't articulate, which is again everything out his mouth. Wrong, 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 wrong. If you you should be comfortable expressing yourself with anybody, especially somebody who you like. Just do it in a respectful way, and if it's not reciprocated, then you get the fuck on. And I don't know if that's something that he understands. He definitely gives "Where's my heart" that type of nigga. Um, at times, at times, I only say that because it's just like, when turned down, do you think that that's a challenge for you to be like, oh, she turned me down. No, no, I'm gonna turn her out.
Objects. They're sexual objects. You can't express your emotion to the sexual object because then they might not let you sexually objectify it. But like more importantly, this is how we get into performative progressive aesthetic. Because on the surface, it may seem like druski is pro-LGBTQIA+.
Girl,
That he can't
please.
be homophobic because he's humanizing studs with love. And even more so, he's saying that they could be a bro, which is something that you don't see, unfortunately. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why you don't see many men with stud best friends. There's a reason you don't see the role reversal of a girl having a gay best friend. And the reason why you don't see many men with stud best friends is because of this very thing. Men see women.
Wait, is he saying that men see
You're
women as
right, which
objects?
is
Men see
something that
women
you
as
don't see,
conquest. That's
unfortunately. And there's a reason
I
for
know
that.
where
There's
he's
a reason
going.
why you don't see many men with stud best friends. There's a reason you don't see the role reversal of a girl having a gay best friend. And the reason why you don't see many men with stud best friends is because of this very thing. Men see women as objects. And you
Simple.
being a mass presenting woman won't save you from objectification. There are some people that think, oh, if I just make
I mean, it goes back to the small lesson back in like middle school, high school, that like some men will just get it where they can. Like they will jerk out to anything. Like they will get it how they can. To men, it's just like that. I mean, she's just another conquest. Damn her preferences, damn her sexuality, damn what she's comfortable with. Let's see where this can go. I mean, blatant disregard for another person's life and their existence and how they want to exist and how they want to express themselves. Like that it's as simple as that.
if I wear a dress, if I keep my hair disheveled, if I cover up, then that means that I won't get the attraction from particular men. No,
No,
it don't matter.
no.
Sexualize it. I go. Being mask presenting, if you try
They will sexualize it. No, for
and
real.
the male do, does not help. Be yourself. If you want to dress how you want to dress, if you want to throw some ass, if you also don't want this to objectify, it don't matter because they can do it anyway, whether you throw ass or not. The reason why you don't see men with studs as friends is because they keep on trying to have sex with them. I mean, not to say that you can't have sex with your friend. I'm talking about that genuinely don't want anything from this except for the sexual experience.
Well, like talking to your homeboy, the way it's like talking to a homie, but you can also hit on the side if she with it. You never know. Sometimes the studs, they be snoop digging.
And my God.
Oh my God. Like you're in Again, what can you expect from a conversation between niggas is just gonna be niggas? Charlemagne, Donkey, Mumu, Pule, Charlemagne meets Pule, Druski, like it's just two birds. Two fucking birds. Birds will always like two birds of a feather will always flock together. These are just two bird ass niggas just talking. Just not even talking. They're chatting shit. They're just shooting bullshit. Sneak dicking is what he just said right now. You got like Charlamagne says some bullshit. Don't even want to hear it, but he's like, yeah, I mean, it's like having a bro, but you could hit on the side. Like, some of these sets be sneak dicking. And then we both had to pause. And he said, my God, we so we don't even have time to breathe, literally.
Like, oh, sneak it.
That's true. His theories could have been simple. Bro, I don't know why this person actually has a whole balaclava. Dog really do look like a sea urchin.
I'm seeing this many studs together. Y'all periods gonna sync up. Y'all gonna fuck around that period gonna start syncing up.
He gonna start. He even give me a second.
Was Mr.
He's not giving us a second.
Jessica.
He gonna start. He ain't even give me a second.
Was Mr. JM. What JM stand for? Jessica. Jessica, yeah, you got it. Y'all always be stuck in the middle with me. All right.
There's almost this.
It's I truly know it, unfortunately, all too well. It absolutely is nervous laughter. It's absolutely get me out of this situation survival laughter. It's just a survival mechanism. You just laugh so that it will be over. You laugh so that um so yeah, you laugh as to not escalate it. I'm just reminiscing. I'm just thinking back at all those times, like, if somebody's trying to flirt or if somebody's, joning, just doing whatever. Oh my God. Like, especially, and I say joning because truly that is such a high school shit. Like, joning had its era for real. People, people just, they do that still. It's just, it's now called comedy, now it's bullying is being is a platform. You can get paid for being a bully now. It's just I mean that's always been the case, but now people are noticing it and some can only clock it like foreign. Speaking of clock it, oh gosh, Justin Bieber, like if you're up in age, if and I won't even say that because I said that, but it was just them. No, that was a joke. But it's just like because it doesn't apply. The thing is, if it's not your way of life, let it go. Like it's not your way of life. Like talk about some, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you. Like it's not clicking, nigga. You wanna use the vocabulary word so bad you don't even know. You don't even know why you're using it. And then you have niggas like Drewski giving him the okay that you're so black. Like you might as well be 2% black. Like he's white. Justin Bieber is white. He will always be white since yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. He will be white. Stop. He mixed two R&B albums and now he's black. No, he's white. Spicy white. Don't start that shit. He's white. At the end of that sentence, you still said he was a white man. God. Just backward ass niggas. Yes, but that was very much uncomfortable laugh. Like they all just laughing. Like I just know you do that so they don't escalate it. You do that so it doesn't get violent. You do that like whether it's violent verbally, physically, you just make sure to do whatever you can to deflect and diffuse. At least that's what I have had to learn to do and woo. And this is exactly why I don't ever put myself in a predicament like that. You will never catch me being uncomfortable. Like I'm not engaging with none of that shit. That's what I hated the most. I rarely use hate, but genuinely hated the most about that Tinder invite. Not only was it sapping my soul with every Tinder I dropped, a part of my soul would die. Like, no bullshit. It was just a very, very soul crushing experience, honestly, at a point. I say that with no drama. I'm being dead ass because being in that environment where nobody at all is sane, healthy, respectful, like everybody is disgusting in some way, shape, or form. Everybody is musty. Everybody is disrespectful. Everybody is dehumanizing. Like nobody respects anybody truly, even when you think they do, even when they're supposed to. From the managers to your, like nobody, it's not a safe environment. It's not a safe space at all. And then you're getting paid $14 an hour. So there's that. So it's just like, okay, yeah. So I fucked off to New York. New York just always seems to be the place that you say fuck your family and go to New York. But no, for real. Fucked off to New York and just never came back. And never came back. And I'm so happy about it. Sure, the finances can be better, but I'd rather get the money somewhere else. It cannot be there. Being around a bunch of musty, straight ass niggas, like, no. It was truly a nightmare. It was every day I was just like, just trying to get through the day. Just trying to get through the shit. Can't wait for my break. If I could, I'd wear earphones and headphones and be left alone. Just drop the tenders and just, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Like when you got Jacob or who's yet again, when he was engaging with her, right?
Druski thought Kasima set him up with a transmission. Um, and that's another conversation. But I just will never understand why women would ever put themselves in a predicament like that. Like, if you can help it, don't. If you can help it, never. Like, why ever be in a predicament where you're uncomfortable and you have to fight? You have to fight through it. You have to bend and grab it and grin until it's done. Like, no, nigga, I'm not doing that. Like, I had to somewhat deal with that in high school. And that was that. And that's exactly why I was getting that same experience, because Tender and Fry is high school. Chick-fil-A, all these fast food shit is high school. That's your population. That's who you're going to be around. And even if they're not that and there are people your age, they still have that high school mentality. They just have kids now. They still have a high school mentality. They just have kids now. That's the only thing that has changed. Like, oh shit, gotta take care of that kid and take care of them, the kid, and they're talking about them. I gotta take care of that kid, and then they look in the mirror. And so this is what you have to deal with. And I'm like, oh no, I won't. So I don't understand like when people get like when especially black women, you can go put no their ass, but especially black women going on these podcast bros and these encaisanots of the world. Like, why ever put yourself in a predicament where you might be humiliated, where you might be the group in the gag, and not in like, no. Whether even when it's a pleasant situation, you always have that one or some weirdos saying you should have, you did it that, and I saw that look that she was, and like it's never about the human that is the woman. It's just ass and titties.
Because in this situation, you feel like you're supposed to. After the performative progressivism, I think that these people performing desire, and he is performing this. He could have flirted with the studs off camera if he really wanted to, but he's performing desire here. Some folks may think means he has love for studs, but he doesn't. He's fetishizing that. Fetishization is not love. The fact that he says he still, it shows the core.
The fact that he said he'd still hate shows you the core of the fetish. He's obsessed with recentering himself sexually no matter what. Even menstruation becomes a setup for his ego. Wow.
He's obsessed with recentering himself sexually no matter what. Even menstruation becomes a setup for his ego. Yeah, he's always talking about it. Fetishization is not love. I want to drive that home. Love is between human beings that are equal. Fetishization implies a hierarchy.
Right.
One class over another class. You can't love an object. You don't love it, you own it.
You own
love
it.
Between equals.
And he's stuck in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps bringing up the period thing. Like he keeps bringing up the period thing. For most healthy, okay, not ass backwards, internalized, homophobic people. For those who are sane and for those who are healthy, they know that they are women. They're not denying that fact. They're not ashamed of it. They know, but you throwing it all the time, like you bringing it up constantly, is to do what exactly? He's so cringe. The weird uncle at the function cringe, for sure. But like, why does he have a platform? Oh, we got a British, or maybe he's just using bruv. You know, people like to just use bruv. But anyway, um, we got a British, but no, we got a Brit. No, we don't. I don't know. But yeah, no. You like he again he brings that as a point to again bring them. It's like he's bringing them back to reality, trying to humble them, trying to again take their existence away. Like I want you to know that whatever you think you're doing here, he's calling them I fuck with you nigga and like he's cool, boys to men. Like he's saying that and then and as a way to be equals, as a way to be relatable, to show some camaraderie, but then snatches that false um disguised as camaraderie but really is condemning by saying, yeah, but y'all really need to stop hanging out before y'all period sitting. Like, I want to let y'all know that y'all are women. Like, I don't think they forgot. Now, this crew is dubious food because it gives that, oh, I am nigga and don't call me a woman and all this stuff. Now, you genuinely, if you ascribe to that, then that's cool and all that stuff. But there's a way for you to express and be who you are without bringing somebody else's down, without shitting on and or condemning and dismissing somebody else's existence. What I don't understand is when you try so hard to remove yourself from an image, remove yourself from an existence, that you take it so extreme that you start to damage another group. And so some women, again, the musty ones, as musty as the men they find themselves around, or they allow themselves, not even allow themselves, they happily become friends with, they do that often, talking shit and are just as misogynistic, like man light. People have said this. They become man light. They become man light just to make themselves feel something. It's a, what is it, an ego boost? Do they feel validated now? Do they get some level of strength from that? You have to, because misogyny is a power play in at the end of the day. So it allows you to go up. Ayo, go up. So it allows you to go up and allows them to come down. So you can feel like you have some level of control, some level of power and existence in that. Like there's like it fuels your existence. No. Let's hate somebody else so that they can love me, they can accept me. That's basically what it is. And so he is never at all accepting, respectful, and validating their experiences and their livelihood at all. So anybody who thinks that he just when he is, he's never though. He's never though. And it's like he's reminding them of who they are. Remember, you're not really a nigga for real. I want to let you know that. I'm like, who said that they were? Did they say out of their mouth that they were a you? That they were a you? No, they didn't. Like him throwing that again, it just again it as a way to reduce them. But how are you reducing them? Well, because they're a woman? Like,
Referencing a period. Scooby's misgendering them, but I at this point I can't. I don't think about what the boy who then break up period. Maybe he's acknowledging trans mass. Spoiler, he's not.
he's not.
Is what you do to kids. This right here, turning a grown person concerned that is love, is the infantilization that you get. This is the humiliation ritual.
Mm-hmm. It's a humiliation ritual.
What woman in a drink she didn't know it, Ross doing it.
Uh-huh.
What's your room? When I call yourself Transformer. Okay.
Reason why I chose switcheroo, you could do both. You got a little stud stem, and I like that about you.
This nigga said STEM, like science, technology.
Because we don't know which way you gonna go.
I'm going your way.
Yeah, a little switcheroo. Yeah, a little switcheroo. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He said stud stem. Nah, no, boy. Boy said this man said STEM, what, like science, technology? No. This man. No, foreign. Surprisingly, listen, people only know what they want to know. Again, he gets no brownie points. It ain't. That's the thing that gets me about ignorant ass people is that they'll do just enough to go and fuck off and be useless with the information that they gather. He knows about this life because he's he just finds his nosy ass in these different communities in these different spaces or just is observant. I don't know how one can clearly he's showing it, but that doesn't mean he again respects it. But he just yes, he knows of this term, which I find very funny in this moment that he's saying it and knows what that means and before it does it. But it's okay. Um, he'll learn. Somebody has to tell him. Yes, STEM foreign. It's a thing. LOL. STEM girl rise. He's like, what? Like science technology? Like he genuinely actually didn't listen to what STEM. I don't expect him to be too well versed in it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is. So I'm surprised that he isn't. Like he doesn't know what that means. That's actually funny. Why is Deja on here? You mean like this is Meatball? Is he saying? Yeah, yes.
Like it's called a black woman Debo.
No,
Like the character from Office
she goes
Depot.
by.
Yeah, so that's Debo. We know Debo.
Yeah, bro, that's me, bro. We know
Is she
you.
doing fine? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, no.
A straight man sexualizing studs. And whether they are actually mass presenting lesbians or simply mass presenting straight women, we don't know. But that doesn't change the damage of the media being made as it's framing an already marginalized experience a way that is extremely dehumanizing. There's not enough black mass presenting women media out there to combat this shit that's going to be seen by millions of people. You have this performance of queer folk parading their queerness that would only fit on the Zeus network. And
Okay.
it reminds me of the Aaron the Plumber and Bree saga.
Only Zeus.
Yeah, talking about.
Hello, good morning.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Queen. You gonna be yourself today?
So this is Bree. Not all skin folk is kinfolk, and some queer folk aren't necessarily allies to their own queer.
No.
Nations come in all shapes and sizes.
Very, very pick Misha's coming all shapes and sizes. No, for real. I don't know what she thought she was doing. I don't know why. I'm telling you, it's just internalized homophobia, transphobia, what have you. You done got so used to people dehumanizing you in your upbringing today, and you are constantly trying to beat them to the punch like Sheila beats Mike to the butt to his butt jumps to getting her to be the butt of the joke. Like, I just got so used to him saying shit, I used to just beat him to the punch. Sheila, I'm not Mike. And I was like, right. You don't have to be afraid you don't have to bully yourself anymore. You don't have to bully yourself so that they they feel as though their bullying is less impactful now. Because I know that's why people do what they do. Again, it's all a survival mechanism. And so she is moving like this even to today. Because it's like, oh, people think that they can disrespect me, so I disrespect them. And I use myself as a tool. You're using yourself as a tool, as a driver, as a screwdriver. Like you are making your existence and anybody in relation to you something to be condemned, something to be frowned upon, something that is disgusting because of trauma, because of whatever. So this shit was sad, and of course it's on Zeus. What can you expect?
Because you will have antagonizing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Plumber. You will have how weaponized
Antagonizing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle for sure. Yes, antagonizing him, making him seem like being with somebody like you is wrong. Which side are you on? What are we doing? This is the type of shit that unfortunately ends tragically when you make it when you make it wrong, seen as something that is forbidden, unlawful, disgusting to partake in. Oh, being with a trans woman, being with a trans man. You give it license, like you give people permission to say that shit is nasty and keep it under wraps, and they should not be proud of or comfortable with being around or with trans women, men alike, trans people, and thus also provokes and encourages them to then retaliate as he was trying to do in this video because he, like you are spewing, believes that, oh, you're just a you're just a at the end of the day, you're just a this at the end of the day. So don't do this. Don't do that.
against Eric.
Like you're using it as a weapon.
So this
You're using your valid experience, your valid existence as a trans woman and or man, whoever is doing this, and using it as a weapon. Like using it as, oh, an E. No, baby, what the fuck are you doing? This is not progressive at all. This is so regressive.
not all skin is kinfolk, and some queer folk aren't necessarily allies to their own queerness. Pick me should come in all shapes and sizes, exactly. Because you will have Bree antagonizing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Erin the Plumber. You will have her weaponizing her own queerness, her own transness against Erin the Plumber.
What? What you
Never
mean?
do yourself.
What's up?
To brandish the trans flag and wield a parody of transness in the same breath.
Hey man, you better watch how you talking to me, man. For real. What you mean hostility? You a man, right?
Okay, Aaron, you keep calling me a man.
You bring men out. Now the man's here.
Did you care about that when you were trying to get there?
Trying to get you.
And then it was Aaron. The boys, the girls. Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Of transness. It's misogynoir. It's also Brie using the perceived masculinity of herself and basically using that to emasculate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's what I
All
said.
playing at the same time as a means.
Well, I didn't say that, but yes, he's definitely adding to it, like using your transness as a way to emasculate another man is in and of itself backward. Like, no, you are contradicting and or invalidating your existence. You're a woman, but it's just backwards. I don't even, I can't even explain it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
And that brings you back to could have been stud. Druski shots after Saucy Santana falls for a stud mid performance.
hey, baby, days.
Yes. Here, I like it.
Doesn't pay for park wranglers. What do you do?
is actually going on? Bro, what baffles me the most is how something like this is greenlit. I know we're talking about Zeus for goodness sake, but damn. I mean, how low can they go? How low can you go? Let me put it in your like these people are up here humiliating themselves. Like, why are you allowing them to play in your gayness? Why are you allowing them to play with gay like this? Like they are playing in your face and you're allowing it for what? This is what happens when you refuse and refrain from being culturally queer. This is just a product of that. This is absolutely a product of that because this shit show should not be greenlit if they had an iota of an understanding of who they are, their position, what it means. Like, ain't nobody telling you to tattoo the shit and you're a stud, so that's all your existence is, that's all you know. But like, of respect for who you choose to be. Let somebody walk all over that shit and get some money off of you, pimping you out, pimping your studness out is crazy. Put a shit in the giggle and some change and some chump change.
By employing homophobia in Democrat like this. Swansea Santana and DJ Academics have gotten into a what?
Bro was terrified. DJ Academics cries on live after Saucy Santana responds back.
Santana clapped back at DJ Academics. And guess how Swansea did that?
It's a people feeling away. Control. Yeah. That's what we do.
That's what Dog said. Something that would probably be said towards him in a very derogatory way, which is, yet again, hey, let's say, he is weaponizing against academics. There's no way that you can get me to side with academics. I don't want to have to defend this nigga, but man, I say it's not funny.
No dead ass. Gosh, he said, don't make me have to defend academics. I don't want to defend this nigga. Like, I really don't. He said, but truly, um, male harassment, sexual assault is not funny. It's not, that's not how you retaliate. That's not a proper, healthy response. You could, the same way you're using your mouth now, is the same way you could have chatted with pool academics. That nigga, foolish, all right, but like you use your words. And I was just thinking about that because that is often the biggest power play is sexual abuse. Just sexual activity is always a power play. Like you're like, yeah, nigga had to respect me and this, that, and whatever because of what I did and or do to him in the bathroom, whether consented or not. But we have a big problem if it's the latter. Okay, we have a big problem if it's the latter. But it's just using your member is such an word. Like, God, member? Nasty. Why that? Like, it just doesn't seem like, because it just doesn't seem like it's a part of your body. Now it seems like it's some type of entity. No, using your bash to punish somebody is beyond human. You're a demon. Simple, plain, straight to the point. You're a demon. You are no longer human if you use that, like sexual abuse, to bring somebody down, to humble them, to scare them, to traumatize them. That is insane, to say the least. Oh my God, don't do that. But the fact that he said that out his mouth loud and proud, you keep talking that shit, and somebody gonna come over there. I don't even know he said somebody. I think he said he would go over there and I told him. And again, everything that they have ever said about you, you're throwing it back at them, allowing it to be okay, validating what they're saying. I don't want to be around a man because what if he, well, I don't want to be around a gay man because what if he sexually assaults me? Oh, what if he hits on me? Oh, what, da, 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 da. And then you turn around and say that as a comeback, as a retaliation. If you do da 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 da, I will assault you. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Not fun.
I'm not trying to embarrass it.
It's not.
Against academics, there's no way that you can get me to side with academics. I don't want to have to defend this nigga, but it's not funny because SA is not funny.
I'm not trying to embarrass it to fuck up on you. I mean, try not to be good. Shit does bother. There's certain shit I really don't fuck with in my life that I will never do. But like, I gotta sit here and act like I'm in the back. I gotta sit and act like this thing don't fuck with certain shit. I will never like it.
Sometimes I gotta get up and out of bed, you know.
This bear is actually crying. Girl, please.
Shit does bother.
Wait,
Certain shit
wait, is he crying for real or is it a joke?
don't fuck with it in my life that I will never do. But like I gotta sit here and act like I'm in America. I gotta sit to act like this thing don't fuck with certain shit. I will never like it.
Sometimes I gotta get up and out of bed, you know. Some of us won't be safe. What the hell am I doing over there? Who am I fighting? I'm fighting my niggas. I'm fighting my niggas from their own chapters. They have the keys and they don't want to be free. Mom, young MA, hanging out with druski, trying to find.
So I'm crying a little bit. He said, now what am I doing? Because wait, because what did he say? Like, did he just contradict himself?
I gotta sit and act like I'm in America. I gotta sit to act like this thing don't fuck with certain shit. I will never like it. Come on.
What is he saying? I don't fuck with dirty shit. What?
Up and out of bed, you know. Some won't be safe.
I don't know if he's saying like this is not something I would jump out of bed for or whatever. Like maybe he's not talking about anything in his comeback to that threat or whatever. I don't know. But it's just like
What the hell am I doing over here?
he says some people don't want to be saved.
Who am I fighting? From their own chapters. And they don't
From
want
their
to
own
be.
shackles, they have the keys and they don't want to be free for real. Niggas is just gonna be niggas. You have given the tools and you still. The moment young M.A. tells Drewski the truth about his stance.
About his son.
Young
No,
M.A.
that's what. You got to bring the kid to his mother and let that hear. You know, yeah. You never know. Judge a book by its cover, and you agree that you get your side. A couple of them will start medical.
You know, young.
It's just like this has to be a joke. They have to be gagging. Like this doesn't really make any sense. Like it is so unserious. Why am I seeing 24 seconds? I pause it on 24 seconds and then it's 42 minutes. 2 seconds long. So it's just very suspicious. Then, but anyway, like no, for real. Why is she? I just genuinely think that they're trolling really bad, but it's like it's the worst way to troll.
The little
It's the
stunt fine.
worst way to troll. She pimping out fake gays. And that would be the only explanation as to why. And that would be the only explanation as to why they are like this, why they're moving in this way. Because they have to be fake gays. They have to be. This all has to be a joke, a, a war, a rule for something. It's a joke. Because in these sensitive times, I don't believe in it.
All is very fluid and everything like that. But more importantly, what I'm seeing is not necessarily about like attraction or genuine engagement of a desire. And I've heard about gay for pay. I've
Gay
never
for
heard
pay.
about hat for a check. Oh, God. That's a sentence that left my lips.
Gay for pay. Hat for a check. This man is stupid. Hat for a check. No, for real. You playing in straight? You cosplaying as a straight man? Or a straight woman? For Kobo? For coming simple? Not gonna do you anything, nothing to write home about Kobo?
For four. For stop.
Sucks.
Stop, ain't she?
She good.
Oh, no
She
way.
good. She can sing, bro. She can do
That ain't you. Hold on. For real, he keeps bringing up this damn period thing. Like, you ain't feeling nobody when your period?
Period.
Um,
Druski got the studs acting different.
like, he's obsessed with.
Listen, how many times is man bring him period? There's a king. Druski got the
It's a
studs.
king. Oh, the period thing has to be a king. It's the only thing that makes sense now.
I'm a little bit shocked with Michelle.
You definitely a nigga bitch.
Yeah, bro, so that's not even the right bigotry. That term is specifically bigotry reserved for trans folk. We're not even using the right type of bigotry, not the right black bigoted lexicon for this situation. This is hurting my heart.
This is hurting my head. It's hurting your heart. This is hurting my head. Man is not using the right bigotry for this situation. Like, what are we doing? Like, you can't even get the bigotry right. Like, where are we as a society? Where are we as humans? Actually, He asked you want 100,000 or you want this bash, and you picked the bash. I mean, if we're gonna be stupid, we might as well pick the better stupid prize. I mean, you gonna play head for a check, get the check. You lost the plot, or you lost the mission here. You gonna be a biggie. You gonna be fat gay. You gonna you. I don't know what's even going on. So fuck it.
Actually interviewing studs to see if they were genuine studs, trying to find out if they was the real McCoy. I've never dated this dude for like high school, had little flings and shit. At grown, nah. But that's what we're here for, you know. Oh, so you're not the a little bit. Okay. I'm just running away, baby. Man, I hope that dead lady trying not to say the wrong shit. Well, juicy though. That reminds me, like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, I ain't gonna just, I mean, I ain't gonna take a shot change. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I feel like you be the right way. You remind me?
Yes, this is meatball. Is a joke. It has to be. It has to be a skit. Like it's not real. This doesn't even make any sense. Like it has to be a troll. But it's just like you needn't troll about shit like this. Like in these sensitive times, don't give. What was that? Don't be the goose or the give or the gag. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just thinking about when Martin was lucid, lost his mind, and was rambling. But no, no. I always think about Kelly when she was like, "Don't give a goose candy and a dick," and it's like that's not a saying. No, my grandma said that to me. No, for real. Like, stop letting people not help. Do more like. Shots and practice jokers for real. I just don't really get what's happening. But even if it's a gag, even if it's for jokes, it's silly, it's stupid, it's not serious. People will though. You can't troll about shit like this because of how ignorant, blissfully people are. How blissfully ignorant people are. Like they are happy to not know any better. Are happy to stay ignorant because it's funny, it's fun. It's fun to bully people. It's fun to feel that you're better than somebody. It's fun to have a power play. It's fun to be man light in the most musty way. Don't give them an excuse to run with this shit and to also now encourage other people to have fetishes and to see being a queer woman as just a joke, as just this, a gag, a joke, a troll. Like, oh, when they're gay, they're not gay for real. Just know that, remember that Druski show? Technically, they still like men. Like, you're allowing this, even with people saying that this shit seems so silly and it's so funny. And it's just like, this show is hell, bro. Da 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 da. People unconsciously internalize shit like that. People unconsciously take it that, that it is true, that this is the real deal. This is exactly how studs are. Like, no. Those who don't take the time and take the care and the want and the need, okay, to go and do their own research and to um gather their information will take this like law. Will take this just as it is. So it's just like you need natural and decent to like people will take it and eat it up.
can't be trusted. I can't trust that. It's hard to kind of like say on, but you look mad famous, and then your name Eric. Like that was a whole confusing situation for me. I ain't I don't really know too much to say about Eric.
Well, that's Taroki just subscribed with Prime. I just got back from a trans being hooked up and it feels like I came back to a fever dream.
Oh, this is terrible post-nut content. I'm sorry. You should have watched Twin Peaks or some shit.
Like,
Oh, wait, what just happened?
I ain't
Taroki just subscribed with Prime. I just got back from a trans being hooked up and it feels like I came back to a fever dream.
Oh, this is terrible post-nut content. Sorry. You should have watched Twin Peaks or some shit.
Peaks? Is that show? I guess somebody um was having some fun down there, feeling themselves and whatnot, and they wanted to come and watch this foreign video. You should have watched Twin Peaks. Boring episode. I don't even know what it's about. Just kind of it gives Mad Men, but like not good. Just a little more boring. This thing.
And she did kind of text me a little bit, but not too bad.
Tuesday, watch out for that one. Pretty good. She sneaky. Trying to get that back.
Sure just said, are you trying to get the bag box? Young M.A. being brought on to tokenize hospitality, whatever, and also grant authority to the engagement. The fact that you have notable queer folks, black queer folks, in this show shows so much. Because they laundering the homophobia, the everything phobia,
Laundering
authority.
literally everything phobia. They're laundering any phobia you can think of.
Queer folks. So there's onlookers who may not be able to engage with this critically. They may see this and
And this is why I love foreign. I legit was running my mouth about that dead ass. There are people who will not take this with a grain of salt. They will take this full force, full throttle. This is the truth about queer women. This is the truth about studs in particular. Like they are not real people. They are not, their existence shall be invalidated. Like there are those who would just take it at face value and be like, oh, this is their joke. They are not to be taken seriously. Like, they're silly. This expression is silly. They already make jokes about studs as it is, and you're playing into it, not realizing that people will play you as well. Then playing into you too. They're thinking that they're providing the laughs. They're laughing at you, bitch. Like buck the fuck up. That's why I love Warren.
onlookers who may not be able to.
Right. Right, with the authority. Again, them like he was like I like that word, licensing. But yes, giving permission to those, like giving them the safe okay and space to also ridicule you. Now that you have like the authority, it's basically ethos. I was yeah. Ethos, yeah, no, it's ethos. It's definitely ethos. It's using an authority. It's using a role model. It's using somebody who's in the community. And if they're saying it, then it has to be true. Hell, please, I beg. even with you out being in the community, you have to discern. You have to be able to know that there are some people like you could tell who knows what the fuck they're talking about, who doesn't. Like young, I don't know, young MA from McKenna Paper, and honestly, haven't really been knowing her and following her and all that stuff. I just know that heavenly shit. But even then, bro, even then, people telling them so bad. What can you expect from somebody who made a song like that? Like again, rap isn't rap without misogyny, unfortunately. It is a common theme that people love to upkeep. And that whole song, she, like, if you didn't know she was a woman, man, light. Man, light. And so this is not surprising. This is not at all surprising that she is just, if not more sometimes, a pick me misogynist. Like, come on, what is this? Don't please, I beg, don't take this as law.
Cuerpo ain't got no problem. Why everybody else got a problem? You
Right.
really cracking me up with this.
She's just like, this.
Do work the way it. I chop it on that. Chop it on that. Only one man trying to transition a woman. You follow?
I was not sure about this house. I don't know what's going on. I'm different.
Man is using whatever platform he has to exercise his stunt fetish.
For sure. Using his platform to exercise his stud fetish as well as any spew of demonic thought onto us onto the screen. Yes, he's just using his platform to frolic in comedic ignorance. This is all it is. It's all it is. Why in these sensitive times? I did not expect myself to go off, but I just had to because I was just like, wow. I'm like, whoa. I'm just so glad that there's somebody like Foreign who has the know how, the ability to articulate the want, the need to know, the desire for things to be better, the desire to dissect. I mean, truly, he is an anomaly in the world of black men, especially being Caribbean. He himself has even said it. Like, it's just, we have to do better. We have to do better. I am not your Negro. I am not your stud. I am not yours. I am for me and me only.